Ancient India, the forgotten cradle of civilization. For centuries, the narrative of human progress has been dominated by a Eurocentric perspective. We are taught to look west for the origins of innovation, science, and philosophy. But what if a crucial chapter has been deliberately omitted? What if the foundations of civilization were in fact laid far to the east, in the land we know as India? Why have India's profound contributions been systematically overlooked, minimized, or even outright erased from the global historical record? Long before the rise of Greece or Rome, a sophisticated urban civilization flourished in the Indus Valley. Its cities, like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, boasted meticulously planned streets and advanced engineering. These metropolises featured intricate drainage and sanitation systems, unparalleled for their time. The Indus Valley civilization engaged in extensive trade with Mesopotamia, demonstrating its economic and cultural reach. They were pioneers in the use of cotton and constructed cities with a level of planning that suggests a deep understanding of urban design. Yet, the achievements of the Indus Valley civilization have often been downplayed, a consequence of colonial-era historical narratives. The very numbers we use today owe their existence to ancient India. It was here that the concept of zero was conceived, along with the decimal system and place value notation. Mathematicians like Brahmagupta and Aryabhata made groundbreaking contributions to algebra, trigonometry, and astronomy. The Kerala school of mathematics, centuries ahead of its time, developed concepts that foreshadowed modern calculus. These revolutionary mathematical innovations, originating in India, were later adopted and built upon in the West, often without proper acknowledgement of their source. This appropriation has obscured India's pivotal role in the development of mathematics. Ancient India was also a center of medical innovation. Sushruta, considered the father of surgery, documented over 300 surgical procedures in his Sushruta Samhita. These procedures included complex operations, even plastic surgery, demonstrating an astonishing level of medical skill. Ayurveda, a holistic system of medicine, emphasized the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. During British colonial rule, Ayurveda faced suppression as Western medicine was promoted at its expense. Today, however, Ayurveda is experiencing a global resurgence, recognized by the World Health Organization for its potential benefits. The influence of ancient India extended far beyond its geographical borders. Sanskrit, Hinduism, and Buddhism spread throughout Southeast Asia, shaping the cultures of the region. Indian art, architecture, and writing systems were adopted and adapted, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape. This cultural exchange was driven by the pursuit of wisdom and the exchange of goods, not by military conquest. The spread of Indian culture in Southeast Asia stands as a testament to the power of ideas and the enduring appeal of its philosophical traditions. It was a peaceful transmission of knowledge, not an imposition of power. The connections between India and the West are deeper and more ancient than many realize. Indian logic influenced the development of Greek philosophy, shaping the foundations of Western thought. The game of chess, a global pastime, originated in India as the game of Chaturanga. Indian science, mathematics, and philosophy laid the groundwork for what would later be known as the Age of Reason in Europe. These connections reveal a hidden history of intellectual exchange, challenging the notion of a purely Western origin of modern thought. India's contributions were foundational, not peripheral. Buddhism, originating in India, spread peacefully across Asia, transforming societies and cultures. Emperor Ashoka played a crucial role in promoting the faith, sending missionaries to distant lands. Yet, the Indian origins of Buddhism are often downplayed in narratives that focus on its spread and evolution in other countries. This obscures the fact that one of the world's major religions emerged from Indian soil. The story of Buddhism is inextricably linked to the history of India, and its influence continues to resonate across the globe. Its message of peace and compassion has transcended borders and cultures. The colonial era witnessed a systematic attempt to erase India's historical contributions. Libraries were destroyed and ancient manuscripts were burned, resulting in an immeasurable loss of knowledge. Textbooks were rewritten by British historians to portray India as a land of superstition and backwardness, justifying colonial rule. Thomas Macaulay, a key figure in British education policy, explicitly sought to undermine Indian culture and knowledge. This deliberate erasure of history had a profound impact on how India was perceived, both by the world and by its own people. It created a distorted narrative that continues to influence perceptions today. Today, there is a growing global rediscovery of India's ancient genius. Yoga, a practice rooted in ancient Indian philosophy, has gained immense popularity worldwide. Ayurveda is increasingly recognized by the World Health Organization for its potential to promote health and well-being. Even Sanskrit, the ancient language of India, is being explored for its potential applications in artificial intelligence research. These developments signal a shift in perspective as the world begins to recognize the value of India's ancient wisdom. It is a rediscovery that promises to enrich our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It is time for Indian scholars to rewrite textbooks, presenting a more accurate and nuanced account of their nation's history. We must restore ancient monuments and revive traditional practices, preserving India's rich cultural heritage. India's story offers solutions for some of the most pressing challenges facing humanity, including sustainability, ethical technology, and global cooperation. Its ancient wisdom can guide us towards a more just and equitable future. By reclaiming the narrative of its past, India can inspire the world with its vision for the future. It is a story that deserves to be told, and a legacy that deserves to be celebrated. Share the story of India's contributions with others, challenging the historical narratives you have been taught. Question the assumptions that have shaped your understanding of the world. Explore the rich tapestry of Indian history, philosophy, and culture, and discover the hidden treasures that have been waiting to be unearthed. Together, we can rewrite the story of civilization, giving India its rightful place as a cradle of innovation and wisdom.